This terrifying virus liquefies the human body within just 24 hours. Even more frightening is that the virus continues to evolve. If it spreads, the entire city will become a living hell. When a doctor from the CDC personally escorts the body upon arrival, he says in panic that he's never seen a flesh-eating virus produce such horrific effects. Within 24 hours, this corpse's bones have been severely corroded. What's even more terrifying is that no one knows exactly what virus this is or how it's being transmitted. They hope the lab can identify the deceased so they can quickly trace the source of infection. Camille discovers that all of the victim's teeth have been deliberately smashed. The killer is not only vicious but also destroying evidence. They don't want anyone to discover the victim's true identity. Meanwhile, Angela can't find anything to verify the deceased's identity. Fortunately, the female forensic examiner analyzes the different angles of the temporal bones and identifies people close to the victim's profile for skeletal identification. They finally confirm the deceased's identity as Mia. On her computer, they find Mia's interview with Dr. Tessa, an expert in viral mutation, with content all related to various deadly virus research topics. When agents question Tessa, she admits she did meet with the deceased twice, mainly because the other party consulted her about whether a plague mutation would bring disaster to humanity if it really occurred. The agent suspects Mia was infected with the virus in her laboratory, but the doctor insists it's completely impossible, reasoning that she's currently only studying viruses like hepatitis B. The good news is that the lab confirms the virus is not airborne. However, just as everyone prepares to temporarily seal the body, Vasily is suddenly pricked by something. He immediately rinses the wound with large amounts of saline and sodium hypochlorite, but deep down, everyone understands. Vasily has likely been infected with the deadly virus. Meanwhile, the forensic examiner finds a needle in the deceased's humerus. Clearly, this is what caused Mia's infection. The question now is how to save Vasily, but the examiner feels that since they still don't know what virus it is, rashly going to a virus hospital might cause secondary infection. Camille quickly converts a room into a temporary isolation ward. They finally obtain the deceased's bone marrow test results. Both fibroblasts and monocyte-derived macrophages are severely contaminated. This immediately reminds the doctor of the chikungunya virus, a terrible disease transmitted by mosquitoes. The CDC does have over 100 million antibody serotypes to treat this virus. However, this substance extracted from rabbits. No one knows if it will still be effective. The CDC quickly delivers the serum. Unexpectedly, shortly after Vasily receives the injection, his heart rate begins to spike wildly. Then his body starts convulsing violently. At the critical moment, Camille injects him with blood pressure medication, barely maintaining his vital signs. At the virus's current rate of spread, Vasily can hold on for 5 hours at most. The agents discover that Tessa had worked at another viral research facility 2 years ago, but was later fired for some disgraceful incident. The agent finds the lab director, John, to learn more. John says the lab's cultures kept going missing. Tessa not only had access, but likely took them. Among the missing items was a tropical virus, chikungunya. When the agent prepares to take action against Tessa, she has an alibi. On the night of the incident, she was attending an academic conference with hundreds of witnesses. Tessa insists it must be John's doing. Just before the incident, Tessa had told Mia about John's activities,